Hi, welcome to AwkwardHamster. Today I'll be viewing this SJCAM action camera, and the model for this is M20. And over here it says that this is a 2K camera, but it can actually shoot in 4K. I'll go into more detail on that soon. Let's first look at the specs. It uses a 16 megapixel Sony sensor. It has a field of view about 166 degrees wide angle. Here's the image resolutions it's going to shoot at, video resolutions. So for the 4K, it's able to shoot it, but only at 24 frames per second, whereas with the 2K is 30 frames. And the 1080p, 60 or 30 frames. And here's the image. For the video, you can either shoot MOV or MP4, and that only depends on, like, if you're on Mac, for example. If you're using only Mac, you might just want to go to MOV. For MP4, it's either Mac or Windows. It also came with a 900 mAh capacity battery. For the storage, it can read up to 32 gigabytes. But oddly, for 64 gig or 128 gig micro SD XC cards, it says only selected. And also for the connection, it's a USB input, there's a Wi-Fi, a mini HDMI, and also a remote control too. Some highlights. Now for my unit, it came with a little selfie stick. For the attachments for this type of camera, it's all very similar to the GoPro attachments, so all my GoPro accessories will also work on this too. On the bottom of the selfie stick, it's got the tripod thread female. For the wrist strap, it's pretty small. It just fits my wrist barely, but it's pretty tight. Came with a lens cleaning cloth, a couple of stickers, a pretty well written user manual that just goes over the same thing I just read earlier. I'm not going to go over it again, but let me just go through a couple of pages of it so you can see what it says. Charging, user instructions, and covers different languages too. And here's all the accessories came with. Came with a male, female tripod thread adapter, a lot of these type of mounts, adhesives, double-sided adhesives, bicycle mounts if you needed it, and micro USB cable. Let's move this all to the side here for a sec. Here's the remote control. Let's pry that off here. So for the remote control, I have a couple ways to mount it, either with this little ring that came with it or using it as a watch. On the back is powered by a button cell battery. I can either place it on here, use it as a little ring type of harness mount, or just put it on a watch. I actually prefer the watch type of mount. It's pretty comfortable using it here too. Now it came with double cases. Here's the waterproof case, which I'll demonstrate shortly, and here's the bottom of it. It also came with this, an open bracket case that can just clip onto a shirt. And this is very useful in a couple of situations, because with this one, it's not going to muffle the microphone. I can still record the audio with this one. And also with this type of case, I don't need that. If I don't need a clip, well, I'll just slide it off. You know, I can expose the LCD display and just place it on here for a sec. Well, now the 1.5-inch LCD is visible. And the last accessory is the lens cover. Let me just remove that. And here's the main unit. Got LED status indicator over here, and also one on top. Starting from the top, on the left, power button. Then here's the picture or selection when you're in the menus. On this side, we got the mini HDMI, micro USB, and also the micro SD card slot. The battery compartment is right over here. And if I just press this top one, turns on Wi-Fi. And it depends on what I'm doing. If I'm in the menu system or if I'm viewing it, if I press down, I can enter the settings page. There's the microphone speaker is, I believe, right on the bottom right over here. I just want to take a moment to show the menu system. So currently if I just press down on the arrow, it's like a shortcut to enter the settings page. Here I can adjust the resolution, the field of view, WDR, field of view is off here for a sec. Volume, timestamp, I can turn off timestamp, distortion. But to access the full menu system, let me switch over here. So here, a lot of shortcuts: playback, video lapse, slow recording, photo lapse, burst mode, underwater, the FPV for like drones, motion detection, car mode if I want to use that as a dash cam, remote control, just pair it with remote control, very easy, and setup. Let me enter the setup here for a sec. Here's the resolution. I showed previously that currently I'm showing. Here's 4K, 2K, 1080p. Let's leave it at 1080p. Loop recording, WDR gyro sensor. There's audio timestamp, on-screen display, video file format, bit rate. So currently I set my bit rate to high. Here's double file, power on, record, image size, quality, white balance. Yeah, there's plenty of options in here. There's even raw mode here. Distortion, license number, that's more for like the dash cam mode. Time, ketone, rotate, word logo, and language. Now there's also Wi-Fi, so if I want to like download the video content from the micro SD card that's in here to my smartphone, I'm able to do that using their app. Here's the password if I want to change it, format the card, and this is the version currently running. This video was recorded at 1080p with the gyroscope off. Pay attention to the field of view on the left and the right. It's pretty wide. So I'm going to start moving the camera left and right. Alright, I'm going to stop the recording. Now I'm going to the menus page and go to gyro sensor. Set that to on. Go back. Hit record. Now this video is still being recorded at 1080p. Gyroscope is on this time. Notice the field of view got a little bit more narrow. And I'm going to start shaking the camera left and right. So with the gyro sensor on, it has better image stabilization. My other action cameras has a more simplistic remote control. For example, theirs just have a power button, a video record button, and a picture button. Whereas the one from SJCAM, well, there's 5 buttons: power, Wi-Fi, burst mode, video, or just taking a snapshot. For out of these 5, there's 2 of them I don't like. I don't like how they have the power button here, and I don't like the Wi-Fi button. Because one, I get shorter battery life, less than 60 minutes, if I accidentally leave the Wi-Fi on. If I just press that button, Wi-Fi turns on. See, when I just press it, Wi-Fi comes on automatically. I also don't like the power button because if I just press it and tap it, well, the camera shuts off. So there's situations where I press it by accident, and later I go back and I'm like, wow, my camera's off. So I actually don't use this very much. And besides the remote control, I like the camera. Great video quality, good battery life, very easy to use. And I love that the GoPro accessories I have previously still works with this unit. Now, as I mentioned, the base unit costs $120, but if that's all you need, go for it. If you need more accessories, there's other packages out there on Amazon. You can just go buy those. But in terms of this unit itself, I think this is a very good 2K camera. Well, thanks for watching this review of the SJCAM M20 action camera. If you guys have any questions, comments, suggestions, feel free to contact me. Thanks for watching AwkwardHamster. Bye.